Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. I'm just randomly in Aht Urhgan because this is where I like to come to like merit and do other stuff, like Nizal runs. I got another mythic weapon from doing another Nizal run. It's the warrior one, but I still haven't broken any of the other ones, so I don't have any weapon skills to show off just yet. I've been pretty lazy about that because I've just been using all of my free time to record Chains of Promathia. And now we gotta go around basically now that the Japanese midnight has passed and talk and see people. And because of the timer on the game, we're actually just a few minutes from the mana clipper and Bibiki Bay from taking off, and since we're gonna have to ride that, I figure it's better to go ahead and start the cutscene cavalcade off, because you can do it in any order with the freaking Chibukis. Maroon those jesters on an island, huh? Furgo no Urgo Island of Bibiki Bay. Mighty strange character living there. We don't take orders from no one. Or who don't take orders from no one. Stubborn T-Dog be suffering. They're puerile puns as we speak. Wahahaha. So he unintentionally just reunited the Chibukis with their father. Fantastic. But even more fantastic than that is the fact that we can just go to Bibiki Bay through the book warp. And we should make it with plenty of time. The mana clipper should be pulling in about 6 minutes or something. And then we just gotta wait like 3 minutes for it to leave. I'm feeling sneezy. It's called Shoo, right? Right. The Bibiki Bay. My headset. I can't get my headset to settle. I can wear a headset for a really long time. But if it won't settle around my hair that's around my ears, I start to go crazy. I really need to get a haircut, probably trim my beard, but eh. Okay, so we got 6 minutes for this thing to come up. We don't really got anything to do. I guess we just better make sure we still have the mana clipper multi-ticket. Yeah, I knew we did. Okay. Good for 10 rides or something, so. See. What to do for 6 minutes that won't take me too far away from here, but could possibly be useful. Like, I would run and get one of the other cutscenes real quick or something, but like, it would be a risk. You know, it would be a risk on missing the mana clipper, and then just by missing the mana clipper, like, we could go do all the other cutscenes and potentially miss the mana clipper again, and then that would mean we wouldn't get to finish the wrap-up cutscenes of Chains of Promathia today, which would fucking suck. So, although interestingly, and probably at no surprise to you, because you're a smart viewer, or you've already played through the game before, but the end of Chains of Promathia is not fully the end of this storyline. Remember when we finished Rise of the Zillert, I said that Awakening would lead to something else related to the Chains of Promathia. Well, because we've completed Rise of the Zillart, once we get through the rest of Chains of Promathia, we're going to get a quest called Storms of Fate. And in that quest, we're going to have some relatively hard fights for our level. At least I believe they will be hard. I don't know if trust can overpower them or not, is what I'm saying. And, God, excuse me. They, one of them is a fight with Bahamut. So, they lead to a pretty good earring that we can get. It's like an earring that if we'd done Divine Might, which my friend Vox said she wanted to do, she said she wanted to redo her earring or something. But she hasn't, like, tried to do it with me, because she's like, she's a busy accountant, and she hasn't fully realized the potential of item level. Like, she doesn't go and do old content, really. She just does content with her husband and her friends. And they're all, like, level 99 with, like, multiple relics and mythics, and have I-119 sets that are on the upper end of I-119, and they've done all the latest fights and won and stuff. She could effortlessly kill Divine Might by herself. But, like, she wants her husband to go with or something, I guess just because they've only been together for, like, 7 or 8 years, which, like, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's twice as long as I've been together with my girlfriend. But, that was after, you know, that's like 2014, 2015. That's after, well after either of them did Divine Might originally in Final Fantasy XI. So, they've never done it together, and I assume that's why she wants to wait for her husband to redo it, even though they will kill it. They will literally kill every Archangel in, like, 2 AoE weapon skills or whatever. Like, you know, it's kind of cute, but, like, it's also kind of inconvenient for me because I'm trying to record. And I would really like to get it done before I move on from all this. There's an earring I want from it, and 2, there's not really story implications behind it now, because the entire excuse for it is that it will keep the Warriors of the Crystal from ever reforming or something like that. But it's not really you know, they never reform anyway. Like, there are some actual item level versions of battlefields with them that I mentioned back in the Archangel fights that I've never done, that drop some pretty good I-119 gear. At least I-119 gear that's nothing to sneeze at completely. And I believe those high tier battlefields is how you get the trusts for them, outside of Alter Ego Extravaganza. And some of the Archangels are extraordinarily good trusts to have, especially like Archangel Elvin. Oh, there's the mana clipper, finally. But yeah, the main reason for us to do Divine Might at this point is, 1, you know, I showed you the Full Moon Fountain and I got the Archsphere, and 2, it gives us a pretty damn good earring for TP phase for any job that has dual wield and any job that has swords. There's 3 other earring choices. One has like Charisma, Axe skill, and I think Evasion. And then one has Strength, Great Katana skill, and Parrying skill. Another has Dark Magic, Intelligence, and Scythe skill. And then the last one is like shield skill. I think mind. It might be vitality. And I think divine magic skill or something like that. And if you were a dedicated mage of one type or another, I guess the one with divine or dark magic skill might be your cup of tea. But the only one that really does anything unique that other earrings don't really do in this game is the one that has dual wield effect, which is delay reduction. And getting that sort of thing on an accessory that any job can use can be quite pivotal. Not always pivotal, but can be pivotal, especially at lower levels or with lower tiers of dual wield. Ninja doesn't really need it because they like max out their dual wield reduction naturally by 99 anyway or something like that, I think. So they can't actually... All putting more dual wield gear on does is like their delay reduction's already capped. So like all it does is lower their TP gain. So it's actually not a good thing for them to have. But for like Beastmaster slash Dancer, or like Warrior slash Dancer, or like, you know, Red Mage slash Dancer, Red Mage slash Nin. Really good. Also, I love the Mana Clipper music, it's so homey. Also, sorry I keep sniffling. I woke up and I had a clear nose, and then I start recording and suddenly my sinuses are flooded. We got a Kraken and an Urhganite. Colossal Calamari, is that a notorious monster? It is not. I'm pretty sure there's a notorious monster that can spawn on the Mana Clipper. But I don't think it drops anything worthwhile. There's a notorious monster on Norgo Island called... I think it's... She or something like that, and it's a Urhganite, and you spawn it with a shrimp lantern, which I don't know where to get a shrimp lantern, but it's a Urhganite, and you basically need skill chain magic burst to kill it. It has a very like strong poison effect from its venom shell. It takes almost no physical damage, and it only drops one thing. I'm pretty sure it drops that thing at 100% rate, but it's an armor piece. Body piece that looks like the Aht Urhgan, but it's for white mage only, and it's called the Reverend Mail, and it gives like accuracy plus 10 and I think evasion plus 10 or something like that. It might be attack plus 10. Either way, basically it's a discount Aht Urhgan that's for white mage. Basically like the back at the 75 days before any add-ons happened, it was the ultimate white mage melee body. If you wanted to be a melee white mage, you wore that, because it's the largest bonus you could get. But I'm not going to go out of my way to get it or show it off. Like, I don't know where to get a shrimp lantern these days. I'm pretty sure they're crafted. I don't even know if I could beat Chi for one. I probably could with Shantato too. But, I think in the end it would just wind up being inventory -1. Because I really don't plan on taking white mage, like, seriously. And by item level, you know, it'll be worthless anyway. But I guess I'll look it up real quick. Just to see. Yeah, okay, so it's... Yeah, accuracy and evasion plus 10. Oh, the NM's name is Shin, not She. Okay. Well, it has been a long time. 50,000 HP? What? Spawn by trading a shrimp lantern to the mystery spot at southwest corner of J9. About 45 seconds into the fight, or sometimes once it reaches low HP, even before that, Shin will summon 2 Shin filtrates. At this time, Shin retreats into its shell for the first time, which regens HP. It is possible to kill Shin quickly with a full alliance of characters who have full TP, and use weapon skills and cast on Shin to do the most damage immediately at the start of the fight to kill it before the filtrates spawn. The filtrates are 2 water elementals. They are resummoned throughout the fight if killed and automatically attack Shin's current target. The hate is shared with Shin, so it cannot be easily pulled off the tanks. Recommended to sleep them. Let's see. That's all it says about it, but wow, like, it's a few levels lower than a Sky God, but it has 50,000 HP and adds. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think I could kill it, even if I tried, if it has that much HP. I think my trust would run out of MP. Oh yeah, Katch Chilako, she's like the guide or whatever. It's this one over here, I guess. She says random stuff about the area and the islands that you pass by on the Mana Clipper. We should almost be to the island, though. Yeah. Sorry, this is kind of boring, but it is part of finishing Chains of Promathia up. And I guess, you know, if they won't put teleport crystals out there, I'm giving you the authentic experience by doing it. But maybe you were smart and skipped ahead to see the actual cutscenes. And I mean, it's a really pretty, like, boat ride. And it's, like, literally something we're never really gonna ever do ever again. Because I don't even know if I should even bother with Void Watch or not. I probably will, because there's some cool bosses. But I don't know if item level, like, Void Watch was, like, level 95 to level 99 content for a group of 99, you know, level 99 players. And I don't know if item level makes a single player strong enough to do it. I know you can use trust for Void Watch, but like I don't know if the later Void Watch Notorious monsters, like, they do some pretty wild things. Final Fantasy XI over the years has basically escalated player strength to the point where it's ridiculous, but they've also escalated monster strength. Like, there's a whole host of monsters that stuff like Paralysis and Slow have, like, almost no impact on. These 2 huge debuffs that have mattered for everything we've ever done. And, there's, like... can we mount here? We can! How about that? There's going to be different debuffs we get later. Like, Red Mage gets access to a spell called Addle in the mid-80s, and it lowers the speed at which monsters can cast and recast spells, so it becomes very important for fighting any monster with magic. And then there's, like, Well, we already have. They added in like distract and frazzle at lower levels. So like that's something that we do more often because it matters more to like lower the monster's evasion and magic evasion than it does to do anything else to them. Like the fight will start to get pretty different. Although the method for engaging them is kind of limited when we're alone, so I don't think you'll be getting to see anything super wonderful as far as tactics go in this Let's Play. But I'll do my best to show off as much as I think I can. Nothing happens. No, it's Calm Wind. An untested audience. We'll give you some candy if you stay and listen to our performance. I don't want any candy. I want off this damn island. Hey, did you hear? We toppled a Titanic terror and saved the world. All in a day's work, you might say. Of course, it wasn't easy pretending to be under the enemy's control, so we could take him by surprise. Mackie, you were magnificent. Cookie, you're too kooky. I think it's about time I exited stage left. An adventurer called Calm Wind thinks he stole the show. Can you believe that? He's so mean. He's so terrible. He's so ugly. Hey, why aren't you laughing? How rude. It's time we showed you our artistic temperament. Meteor! Where did these striplings learn such powerful magic? What hell did you assassins spawn from? Spawn? Assassins? How rude! We were stars of the Chibuki show. I don't care if you're the king of Sandioria's royal bedmakers. Your magic won't work on me. My wife blasted me with meteor so many times, I don't even feel it anymore. You're way out of your league. Bring it on, you horrific harlequins. And how about tasting the meteor our mom used to make? Let him have it. Congratulations, children. You killed your father. No, I'm sure he's fine. The Chibuki show? The meteor your mom used? Could it be? My darling children, Maki, Koki, and Shirokiki? Does this mean... Could it be? This weird guy is... your father? Or your father. Daddy, Dad, Father! Oh, it's a happy ending for the Chibukis. I've always dreamed that you would call me Papa. Can you do that for me? How about you, viewer? Would you rather be called Dad, Daddy, or Papa? I think I'd rather just be called Pops. It's kind of funny, my dad, like, when when I was a teenager. One of the rebellious teenage things I did is I called him Pops, and he's like, "Don't call me that, just call me Dad." And I was like, "Okay, Pops," and continued to call him Pops for basically all the way until I was in my 20s. Even ex-bounty hunters have their soft spots, you know. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Meanie. Thanks, Mr. Terrible. Thanks, Mr. Ugly. Kids, who knows where they pick these things up? Thank you, Calmwind. Well, I didn't really do much. You would have found them anyway. Also, excuse me, I'm tired of sniffling on the recording. I'm going to turn away from the mic and blow my nose. Well, I got one nostril clear. I really don't know why my sinuses just all of a sudden were just like, alright. A fruit-flavored candy, it is shaped like an earth bead? The fick? Okay. So, that does it for the Jabukis. Now we can go anywhere else. And everyone else will be... We can just go to them directly. We don't have to do anything super fancy. Which probably means book warps or home point warps to almost everyone else. Let's just do Louvrence's next. I think he's the easiest to teleport to. Gotta go to Sandioria. So it was red masked Louvrance that actually did everything with us as far as the story goes, even though he was a shady character. And Purple Mask only ever showed up to cast doubt on who Red Mask actually is. So, guess we're gonna get a conclusion to that, maybe? Maybe. We will see. Place your bets, viewer. Place your bets. Is Purple Mask the real one, or is Red Mask the real one? Dun 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 dun. Or will we just not get any conclusion to it and be left to wonder? Dun 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 dun. I finally found you, adventurer. Many a sleepless night have I spent on your trail. Did you relay my message to that rogue? I must apologize for the rude intrusion, Lady Hinari, but this is a matter of life and death. You must know, adventurer, where is that common-born cad? Common-born? Sir Louvrance, might you be speaking of the man in the red mask? If that scoundrel laid so much as a finger upon you? Calm yourself, noble knight. As it happens, this gentleman holds a message for you from the very man you seek. What does it say? It reads, I await you in the Urhgan range. As a knight of honor, I challenge you to a duel. Such a hot-headed young man. Might you follow him to Urhgan range and see that he returns safely? Oh yeah, I guess. So now all we gotta do is zone into Urhgan range. And back in the day, before you could warp there, obviously you'd have to like teleport up to Zarkabard and then run there. But even that, just like a few minutes compared to like going to Purgo Norgo, which was like what? We had to wait on the boat for like 8 minutes or something, and then we had to like ride the boat for like 9 minutes, and then we had to run across the island. It's like a 20-minute affair. And that's from getting to Bibiki Bay, like, which if we didn't have teleportation, we would have had to like use Teleport Mia and then ride a chocobo to Bibiki Bay, which is near Mara. Drives me nuts. Yarr, it's driving me nuts. Got a helmet in my pants, and my nose is clogged again. What fresh hell is this autumn? Hey, that's the PvP music. That's probably the only time we're ever going to hear it. Which one of you is Luverance? Oh, we inadvertently got Red Mask hit. Hahaha, my arduous training has finally paid off. You should spend your next life as a friar, my friend. You have too much to do penance for. I don't remember Red Mask getting pwned like that, but maybe he got pwned on purpose. Thank you for the distraction, Calmwind. It appears the villain underestimated me. I am not the man I once was. After my defeat to a dread dragon, I honed my battle skills to a much finer edge. I have pledged myself to defend the peace of this world. My path lies beyond the Shadow Lord and the Dark Divinity. The mysterious keeper of the apocalypse is my true opponent. But I have said too much. You must leave this ultimate blackguard to me. Let us meet again when the world has been made a safer place by Luverance in Mistal. Well, motherfucker, we already did that. If you'd been on the adventure with us, you would know. Also, so much for the honor of knights. He only attacked while Red Mask Luverance had dropped his guard. Which, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Red Mask Luverance did on purpose. I'm pretty sure Red Mask is fine. So sneezy these last few recordings. It's getting ridiculous. And I apologize for it too. But if I put the Let's Play on hold every single time, like, I have a sniffle, like, I'll never get it done. Marin Sarget. I must say, I feared blood would be spilled when I witnessed the hostile demeanor of the young knight. Praise Altana that he returned to us unharmed. Oh my, you say that his opponent was not as fortunate? How dreadful. Shall I offer up a prayer for his poor soul? It's a little late for that, buddy. Do you fear the restless dead, perhaps? Well, the spirit of that man has this to say to you. If you had not ruined the trap I set at Carpenter's Landing, there would have been no reason for me to die. Your lack of reaction is almost disconcerting. Do you tire of my performance? I suppose it is not surprising, considering the phenomenal events you have witnessed. toast our reunion and the continuing existence of this dreary world. So, Marin Sarget is Luverance in disguise. When I think of the danger we faced to avert catastrophe, the blissful ignorance around me is somehow infuriating. The only things that have been disturbed here are our individual fates. If events had proceeded according to plan, I would have been able to receive aid from the Western Kingdom in the restoration of Tavnasia. However, the precious star of Tavnasia was lost when Prish hurled it into the face of Promathia. And doing anything to incur the wrath of the Cardinal would be foolish, now that I know her true identity. In any case, I have lost interest in prying open the gates of paradise after seeing the land of Alteu with my own eyes. But all was not in vain. The name I have lived under for so long need be my prison no more. It's far easier to play the role of a common man than become a reckless fool, you know. After meeting him so many times, you must be aware of the Mistal family traits, a line of hotheads, would-be heroes, and complete idiots. Can you believe that man was so eager to accept a duel to the death, the very thing that soiled his family name to begin with? His stupidity made it possible to tie up all the loose ends with a simple performance. You are correct, my friend. Now, all that remains is to change my name and set out on the road once more. With the power of the Mimeo Mirror at my disposal, I can coerce any noble with shady secrets into my service. I will restore the Marquisate, create a new order of knights, and resurrect the Rimavel name. There is but one thing I have in common with Luverance, the unyielding desire to sear my name into the pages of history. I take my leave of you. Farewell, Calmwind. So I guess our Luverance, his real name is Marin Sarget Rimavel? Or Reamvel? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Reamvel. Hey look, it's the you only know who those people are if you've done Thief Artifact Armor Quest. It was the Terraphone, the Thief Brigade that's obsessed with restoring Tavnasia. So he's from the Terraphone. He's part of, you know, the retainers to Tavnasia that want to see it restored. That's amazing. I never knew that in the past. Oh. Well, I guess that does it for Luverance's path. Or, well, wrap up cutscenes. So, let's see. Too far away from any books. I guess we just run back to the home point and see if we can't we'll hit up the books in Northern Sandaria because it won't cost us any guild to go there, and then the books are really close and we can take the books to Moval Polos to see off Jabos, the guy who was inserted into the story at like 10 o'clock and added almost nothing to it, in all honesty. I always forget that Sandaria is at the top of the list for whatever reason. My god, these sniffles are driving me insane. Alright, book. Take me to... Show me potato salad. No, take me to, Moval Polos, please. Swing. Do you know? Do you know about Moblins? Do you know Jabbo Jabbo? He's back now. Do you know about Promathia? Did Jabu meet with the Twilight God? Or Guad. Moblin speak is retarded. Jabbo Jabbo won't tell. Won't tell us what Promathia said. You have to make him talk. Yeah, I'm surprised too, man. I know you for like 2 chapters. I guess 3 chapters, but whatever. Jabos, if you are really a crazy friend of the Moblins, then tell us the crazy truth. Dun dun dun. We always believed ourselves to be the children of Altana, but in truth we had a father as well. We people are the children of both the dawn and the twilight. I have learned all the things I don't want to know or believe. Don't worry, Moblins understands. Moblins have both males and females. If Promathia big father, then somewhere being a mother. Was surprising to learn Dawn Goddess was our mother, though. Crazy Jabos is alone because he is a crazy Galka. You must have been crazy happy to find you had a mother. This means that Beastmen and People must be brothers. Moblins and Peoples are families. Tomorrow to dance. Tomorrow to sing. Well, the Moblins are happy. Hey, the bugbear ain't dancing. What gives? Of course. Alright, dude. You crazy fucker. You comedic 11th hour comedic relief. Let's see. Got any cool shoo books? No, I guess I would just go back to Bastok and take home point warps. Doot. Alrighty then. So we could go to the Metalworks and talk to Sid for cutscenes with Tenzin, or we could go to Mara for Sin Hunters. I'm gonna go to Mara for the Sin Hunters. I'll save Tenzin for last. Because that will sort of somewhat segue into Rhapsodies, even though we're not gonna immediately hop onto Rhapsodies just yet. Let's see. Where was it? Kolshushu. Ahem. Hey, wait up! Where's my sister? Wasn't she with you? Or did you hear that she was taking a ship home from here? You're such an innocent kitten. Why would a Sin Hunter's confidential activity be made public knowledge? If you're looking for Shikari Z, she's talking to Ko Limbalalako. Ah, isn't that person Mother used to talk? Shikari Z! Shikari Y, Shikari X. Keeping out of trouble, I trust? And calm wind, you've got a hunter's instincts to find me here. My sisters have told you that I am to return to the homeland? I'll be taking the ferry to a nearby port, then boarding a ship bound for El Shimo. This is probably the last time I'll see you. Huh, who would have thought those words would be so hard to say? It must come as quite a relief to you, though, like a rabbit that has eluded its pursuer. And she's missing her boat. Am I right? Back in the day, I was like, bon voyage, bitch, because she killed me 19 times. But nowadays, I think she's really great. After returning to our homeland, I will make a full report to the Queen concerning Promathia, Altana, and the sins of her children. Citing the struggle of people against these sins, I will dispute the crimes of Mildarian, Prish, and the Worms. Finally, I will renounce my name as a Mithrin tracker. Whoa, what? I have thought long on the reason behind our deception at the hands of Mildarian and Prish. While traveling as their companion, they proved to me that there was no other recourse for their actions. Mildarian and Prish interfered with our investigation in order to prevent a greater crime from being committed. Our Mithrin tracker hunts sin. It is our duty to seek out crime and dole out punishment. But these crimes I hunt, against whom have they been perpetrated? For whose sake am I judging the criminal? As I pondered these questions, the words began repeating over and over in my mind. The very act of hunting sin creates sin. To not hunt sin is also a choice. This line of thought is anathema to any Mithrin tracker. Part of the reason I wished to battle Promathia was to silence the doubt in my heart. And then I felt it, the sense of justice within me. Even if I lose the title of Mithrin tracker, or rather because I will lose it, true justice will be possible. Words cannot explain it. It is something you must learn about yourself as you live and grow. Do not limit the fact that you have yet to learn this truth. I only wish for you to understand the path that I have chosen for myself. My journey with you has brought priceless experiences and valuable time to think. I have no words to express my gratitude, Calm Wind. If you continue to battle the emptiness, we may yet meet again. When we do, call me by my real name. What was your name again? No, it was Mag. Snap out of it, Fuzzerbrain. It's time to see our sister off. Yeah, after all, she's still our big sister. That will never change. Exactly, we're not just hunters of sin, we're also guardians of those we love. Bum-ba-dum. Yeah, I like the Mithrin trackers, actually. Particularly Shikari Z and X. I like X and Z a lot. Let's see. Bastok. Metalworks. Number 1 because the home points are backwards. Doopy doop doop. I fucking love the Metalworks. Hell of a time trying to get in touch with me, huh? At least you're here in time to see off Tenzin. Everyone else has said their goodbyes except you, it seems. You want to know where he's off to? After hearing that the emptiness no longer threatens his homeland, Tenzin began preparations to return to the Far East. Shoto here in Bastok will ferry him to Norg, and the pirates will see him safely across the seas. I'll take you to Tenzin's ship. Sir Calmwind, you have come. I pray we will have one last meeting before my departure. Or I prayed we would have one. Look at the past. My treacherous actions betrayed the sacrifices you made for me, and I fully intend to erase this dishonor as tradition demands, but another duty has stayed my hand. The emptiness has been defeated, however the war and strife born from that darkness continue to plague our people with misery. Lord Tenzin must return home to quell this unrest. In exchange for this leniency, I offered my own life to assuage the insult to your honor. Take your revenge. No, forgive Tenzin. Sir Calmwind, your kindness will never be forgotten. I swear on my blade to mend the wounds of my homeland using this life you have spared. Once all is well, you must come and see the Far East for yourself. The beauty of the cherry blossoms is beyond description. I hate to spoil the moment, but it looks like the Shoto are ready to ship out. Until we next meet, Sir Calmwind. The hope you have shown me will bind our fates for eternity. Sorry, I had to sneeze and blow my nose again. This is getting ridiculous. It's like, I don't know if it's hay fever or something, but it's something. It's ridiculous. Now that's all the cutscenes we can get, like, going around random places, and you can see why I wanted to do this pretty much immediately. It's because basically if I tried not doing this and just going about my business, I would likely forget, like, which zones I couldn't go to, because, you know, they're all entry cutscenes. Yeah. And now we're actually on a 8-tack 5, which I think is called the Chains Fall Free, according to this guide anyway. Let's see about that, shall we? No, it still says Dawn. Still says Dawn. Lady Eschental's ship has returned. This is excellent timing. I was ordered to ask you to proceed to Marble Bridge, the tavern in Upper Juno. Okay. Oh, thanks, Wolfgang. He went from trying to kill us to thanking us every time we turn around. And now we're gonna get our reward for completing Chains of Promathia, which back in the day was something people literally, like, was like, for some people it was their entire impetus for finishing Chains of Promathia. And for me, it was something I wanted for a long time, because I saw people have it in EXP parties and wondered, hey, where do I get it, you know? Am I to assume for your jubilant features that the Keeper of the Apocalypse has been defeated? She says as our expression is, like, unchanged. Completely, I guess. You fucking exploded. I knew it. Bahamut sensed the Keeper's downfall and pulled his life forces out of battle. Tell me, what momentous events transpired in the celestial capital? On Cape Reverne, the images that flowed into me from Celthus. They were of the incomplete paradise, Alteu. The people of Alteu returned to their deity 10,000 years ago, returned to Promathia. Opening the gates of paradise is a metaphor for restoring the shattered Mother Crystal, a way to return the world to its original state. The world becomes a paradise, and its people ascend to godhood. The Dawn Maiden, Yevonwhile, has memories of witnessing the true form of the great goddess Altana. Yevonwhile spoke to me before we parted ways. She said, as I gazed upon her perfection, I realized I could not be a part of her. I wondered who I could possibly be. That was when she began her research into the race of people. After shifting her focus to the inexplicable appearance of the Kulu phenomenon, Yevonwhile became aware of the darkness that resided within us all. Her realization led her to betray the king and his son, and adamantly oppose any plan to open the gates of paradise. She discovered our origins as the children of Promathia. But all has not been resolved. The emptiness still seethes within the Mother Crystals, and the surviving Zillart yet cling desperately to their shadow plan of returning to paradise. I gave up my life in Tavnasia almost 30 years ago to infiltrate the organization of the newly awakened Zillart, but I have been unable to stem their vast power on my own. However, we now have a common enemy in the emptiness. For a time, the people of this age will require the aid of the Ancients. The Ancients, too, will need your continuing help. Now that Nagmalata is gone and the worms have ceased their attacks, it is time to remind the Zillart of their true responsibility, the safety of the Mother Crystals and the battle against the emptiness. I will continue to monitor their actions as I watch over the world that you and your companions have fought so valiantly to protect. There is one thing I'd like you to keep in mind, Calmwind. You were able to save the world and her people without sacrificing one or the other. But do not misunderstand. This possibility did not always exist. It was only with the strength and faith of many people that such a path could open before you. I have left with the owner of this tavern 3 rewards that may help you on your adventures. Feel free to choose one. Until our paths cross once more, Calmwind. Thank you, and farewell. Honestly, why not all 3? But they do this every expansion. They make you... From here on out, when we get rewards, they make us choose. They make us choose. Fortunately, this time, this choice is pretty clear-cut. A pretty blonde came in earlier and asked me to hold some things for you. There are 3 items in total, but I'm only supposed to give you 1. So what'll it be? And we have the Raj's ring, the Satvia ring, and the Tama's ring. And Tama's ring is intelligence plus... It says 2 to 5, right? Those squiggly lines, they mean that it varies. And what causes the varying stats to vary is your level. You notice it's a level 30 ring. So at level 30, it gives plus 2 intelligence and plus 2 mind, plus 15 MP. Then at level 45, it kicks it up to like 20 MP, 3 intelligence, 3 mind. At level 60, it kicks it up to 25 and 4 and 4. And then at level 75, it gets its full bonus of plus 5 and plus 30. It's not a very good ring, though, by today's standards. There are many, many rings that eclipse it, and you almost never need intelligence and mind at the same time. So, not really that great. And then the Satvia ring, it has the same deal, but Enmity Plus and Vitality and Agility and HP instead. And I like the way it looks, but again, it's not really that good of a ring. For one, Vitality does almost nothing for us. Agility is only for ranged attacks, but the Enmity Plus on it is like not good for Ranger. You might think it's a good ring for Paladin, but there are better enmity ring options or similar enmity ring options, even at level 75. So even in that regard, it's not that great. So, in all honesty, the only ring that's really good, and is only the only ring that's ever really been good, is Raja's ring. Because it has strength and dexterity, which are really great for all melee hits and almost all physical weapon skills. It has store TP plus 5. Plus 5. And an underrated aspect of it is it also has subtle blow plus 5. So you have stronger, harder hits that critical hit more often. You get more TP every time you hit something, and your enemy gets less TP. This is by and large and by far the best ring, and has always been the best ring. This is always and forever the ring you should fucking pick from this. Unfortunately, back in the day, a lot of people didn't understand that, and also back in the day, the disparity between rings wasn't, it wasn't so, clear-cut. Like, there weren't as many options, and there wasn't the future just looming over us to, take that sort of stuff away from us. So, yeah. And there was some joke back in the day that you had to wear your Raja's ring on your right finger or something like that. But I always think it looks nice in the left hand, so I don't give a fuck. And yeah, we should incorporate it into literally every gear set. Every single gear set. It is that good. Well, not every single gear set per se, but every single TP setup and every single weapon skill for every single job. This ring is going to last us all the way till 99, and it'll even last, because accessories aren't barred by item level, it will last us a long time until we can actually get rings that are, you know, worlds better than it. And, yeah. So, oh dear God, dog. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about the yet another interruption. That's what I get for recording during the daytime. This is why I like recording late at night. But yeah, Raja's ring. I love this ring. And I'm very glad to have it. And I guess while we're running by, we check some bazaars, see if we can't get some pondweed. Most people don't bother getting the pondweed because the Adamantoise, it doesn't drop anything that's worthwhile at item level, whereas the King Behemoth drops the, with the Savory Shank, drops the Defending Ring, which is useful for everyone and is a much sought after drop that has an extremely low drop rate. That people who have been playing for 20 years, some of them still don't have it. I can't understate that, by the way. So, just gonna look through real quick, just because we're here. You never know when people are just gonna randomly have pondweed. Of course, even if I get a pondweed and actually get the Wormhole Abjuration body to drop off of Aspidal launch, I need a cursed mail, and I've been checking the auction house every day to try to get the mail before I get the abjuration. And one sold 5 days ago, I guess 6 days ago at this point. It's not very expensive either, but I missed it, and I have no idea when another one will go up. But doesn't look like we get any pondweed today. But also, there's a few more cutscenes we've got to get. But before we do that, looking through Bazaars reminded me of something that we have access to now. That we've got access to Alteu. It's a level 75 event called Limbus. And it has a partner event called Apollyon. Or, well, Apollyon and Temenos, I guess. But the overarching event is called Limbus. It's basically like souped up Prometheans with objectives, and then Temenos is like, looks like the Garden of Rumet, but again, it's like mission objectives. And you need a special key item to get in, and your reward for doing it is Ancient Beast Coins to buy certain accessories and gear, and upgrade artifact armor. And, yep, I'm that kind of adventurer, alright. And she's from the Near East. And this was also kind of foreshadowing for Treasures of Aht Urhgan coming out, too. My goodness, it is true. In that case, you must need powerful detergent to remove your stains, and I happen to have exactly what you need. This solution was developed by the most skilled alchemists in the entire Near East. Surely I must have for any adventure. Now for the all-time low price of 15,000 gil. Hell yeah. She gives us the key item, the Cosmo Cleanse. And this is basically an entry key item for Limbus. And, okay. So yeah, she tells us about upgrading our armor, and like for instance, you know, we just look at the +1 version of the body. You know, it suddenly gets more vitality and more attack power, or well, attack power at all, I guess. And then like the creases, they get more accuracy or something. Yeah. It's all kind of small upgrades, but then like look at the Ninja Tekko. I love this upgrade because it's one of the huge ones. It just suddenly adds 6 strength, 3 more dexterity, and then 20 ranged accuracy. It's like amazing. But we don't have any Ancient Beast Coins. Whatever are we gonna do? Well. Okay, so in today's, you know, item level world, there's all these upgrades to take your artifact armor from +1 or even base level to item level, and then taking it from 109 item level to 119, and then taking that a step further to +2 I-119. And I guess we'll have to actually do a Limbus run with the Cosmo Cleanse in order for Saghira to sell us stuff, because she also sells items. Or well, actually, I guess. Okay, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do it. We just have to have talked to her a few times about it. And you see, there's all these earrings and mantles and things. Most notably, the Brutal Earring. It gives double attack, and it's 5% double attack, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check real quick. But it's a really good earring to have for every job, especially at our level. Yeah, Brutal Earring. Adds 5% double attack and 1 store TP. It's a very, very good TP phase earring. We also have this other stuff that doesn't really matter too much, although the Flawless Ribbon giving light elemental resistance might be useful for resisting stuff like Charm. Although it's 150 Ancient Beast Coins, which players still sell for quite a lot because they're used in artifact upgrades. Boxer's Mantle back in the day was for survival. And I guess it's still an okay thing for survival since it's plus 10 to literally every defensive skill. Although I don't know exactly how much plus 10 skill on its own would really get you. But it's something to consider, I guess. What's the Charger Mantle? Attack plus 20, but ranged option. Yeah, whatever. We have an ammo mantle. So what we really want is we want to spend some money, buy ancient beast coins out of people's bazaar, and get a brutal earring for sure. The loquacious earring is also kind of a nice thing. Fast cast on every job, although it's like 1% or 2% fast cast. It's not that much. But let's see. People right here like to camp out and sell ancient beast coins and other stuff. So let's see if we can buy 75 ancient beast coins from somebody. We might not be able to. There might not be anyone right here, but there was someone in Upper Juneau that was selling. Someone around here was selling. And usually these days, it seems on this server, ancient beast coins go for 10,000 gil per coin, which means to buy 75 coins, you know, we'll have to spend, what, 750k? Which, honestly, we could just do Limbus, and if we could actually win, you know, we would get probably that many ancient beast coins ourselves. But Limbus is a level 75 event that you usually need to not time out. You usually needed a whole party at the very least. I think I remember being able to do some of the floors in an alliance. So I remember having a lot of people come to Limbus and having to split the ancient beast coins afterwards, like several different ways. And I was actually happier when less people came to the Limbus event because it meant I get more coins. And back in the day, people used to sell ancient beast coins for like 100k per coin. Or something ridiculous like that. Come on, load the people in so I can look at the ones that might have ancient beast coins in their bazaars. This is unstory related, but I just wanted to show getting it on screen. So that later on, when you see me double attack on jobs that don't have double attack innately, you know, you don't wonder how I did it. Although I guess I could just tell you, but I'm telling you now. Ooh, 8k per coin. Let's just grab 75 and get the brutal earring right now. And yeah, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. But yeah, the reason I wanted to do that was you know, just to have it. Because, like, think about it. We're on Red Mage / Ninja right now. We don't have any access to double attack. But with that earring on, in both our TP and weapon skill setups, we'll have access to double attack. And that means that our Savage Blade could become potentially... Savage Blade innately is a 2-hit weapon skill. But with Ninja Subjob, your offhand adds a hit. So it's automatically 3 hits for us. But with double attack can proc on the first 2 hits of any weapon skill, so it could become a 5-hit Savage Blade, and that would make it even more powerful every time double attack procs. But more than that, our TP phase will be sped up slightly, because, you know, our main hand sword will be able to occasionally attack twice, more or less. But also, it means we don't have to sub warrior to have double attack on any job now. We can just have double attack. And there's going to be better earrings than it later in life. But not for a long time. And they either cost a lot of money or, you know, all right then. Anyway. We need to go to Tavnasia now, I believe. Wrap this show up, get some pretty cutscenes with music. I think we want home point 3. Also, you can get a different ring every month. And there's weird caveats about that, but like I said, like, just choose Raja's ring, and you don't even need to worry about it. Oh, we're already upstairs, aren't we? I ran out of there like a moron. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, I just like looking at the fact that I have these now. Feels great, feels great. Hey, Calm Wind, have you heard? The worms that were circling above Tavnasia have disappeared. It's all over. The town has finally found peace again. I haven't seen Miss Meldarion for a while, but she did send a messenger. It looks like Juno is willing to continue supporting the Safehold. Unlike Nag Malata's flimsy promises, with this arrangement we'll be able to govern ourselves. I've never seen Grampier so excited. His plans to hire adventurers to exterminate all the fiends and then sell fields in Luface and Miseru. He also intends to restore the shepherd villages on Cape Reverne, although a great deal of the land yet floats high above the sea in that unnatural way. Once the people of Tavnasia have regained their strength and spirit, we will rebuild the Marquisate and reclaim our lives. No longer shall our homes be overrun by monsters. Sure, the dragons are gone, but we've still got a lot of work to do. And don't you give me that sympathetic look. You adventurers have plenty of opportunities to pitch in. You must not give in to the lure of battle, Prish. We need you to focus on becoming the leader of the Tavnasian Cathedral. What? I'm off to get my workout. Later. When I dwell on events, it seems as we have done nothing but cause you trouble, and yet you have stood by us through it all. We are truly grateful. Should the opportunity arise, we would greatly appreciate any further assistance you can provide for the Marquisate. However, I understand that as an adventurer, there is still much in this world you wish to experience. If you ever feel the need to rest your wings, we will always welcome you here in Tavnasia. I hope we meet again, Calmwind. Fallen. How are you playing flute music on a harp? Well, actually, I guess it's a lyre. But either way, how are you playing woodwind music on a string instrument? You really are magical. No wonder you can sing songs that create gods. Okay, so after that cutscene, we've got to go to Luface Meadows, to the Blue Blade Fell, to look at Tavnasia, or something like that. Which, I'm not sure what the fastest way to go there would be these days. I don't think there's any teleports nearby. There might be like a Void Watch or a Unity Warp over there or something. But I think we can just mount up and go there ourselves and not worry about it too much. Although we'll want sneak, I think, because where we get the cutscene at, there's going to be farmers because it's nighttime. But it's actually past a popular merit / level 75 camp / I guess like 72, 73 camp or whatever. There's rocks there that are like level 85, and rams there that are like at level 83 to 85 or something. People used to merit there in the days before Treasures of Aht Urhgan. And these really strong monsters, you know, they had enough HP that you wanted to still skill chain and magic burst them. So the traditional party setup was like also the best merit party setup. But then Treasures of Aht Urhgan came out, and it separated the mages from the melees. And, you know, you had melee burn parties and you had mage burn parties, and never again with the two meet. Probably, I mean, nowadays I think they have apex monsters, which are roughly the same as what I just described about this camp, but I've never been in an apex party, and apparently you see the shouts going on all the time. Like there's one in my log right now. Capacity points, you know, 500 capacity points for 4 million, 2100 points for 15 million. Master levels 0 to 20, 15 million. King Rampier's Tomb, buy, tell. You know, we got mercenaries selling EXP parties these days. I assume it's botted and automated or whatever, and they take your large amount of gil that you give to them, and then they probably real money trade it. But the old salts that play this game are usually all relatively talented techies or programmers, or, you know, at the very least adults that have careers, and so they don't mind. Like, it's kind of like a vicious cycle. Like, they'll literally buy gil, and then they'll give the gil back to these RMTs for the RMTs to sell the gil back to them. It's really kind of funny. But people have way too many master jobs these days to have done it naturally. Not saying it's impossible for someone to have done it themselves. It's just there's so few people actually doing capacity point parties that, at least that I know about, that the procedure literally is just to buy your levels, or to just sit on your levels until they occur naturally through the things you're farming and making and doing. Like, I think my brother, he plays Thief and Ranger the most, and I think his Thief has something like 1,300 job points now or something. And I think he mastered Ranger, but I don't think he has any master levels yet. I could be wrong. He has a friend he plays with, and they dual box. They both dual box now. They run two characters or more at the same time. It's actually a friend I used to know from back in the day, whose original character name was Syria. He was a fellow warrior main back in the Treasures of Aht Urhgan days. Apparently they flutter around on different jobs now and do things together, like Dynamis Divergence. They have a link shell. They're on Bahamut, and they have a Dynamis Divergence link shell. And they also, like, they duo other stuff together. Like, he said they did some sortie together or something. They do Ambuscade together, of course. Although I think they have all the gear they want from Ambuscade. Although I could be wrong. Not sure. Okay. Oh, we're being dismounted immediately because it's a proximity-based cutscene. How about that? She's doing the finger thing that Aldo was doing in the intro cutscene to the game. Hey, you found me. Have you been here before, Calmwind? You can see from Malms. You can get a great view of the town where I was born, where the end of the world was born. All I've ever thought about is what the apocalypse would be like. If I manage to live out this eternal life, I guess I'll eventually find out. It doesn't matter how. The rebirth of Promathia, the awakening of the sleeping gods, the victory of the beastmen. world will end, and when that happens, even my immortal existence will be snuffed out. When I stood before that gate, Promathia promised to show me the apocalypse. That was when I realized who most wanted to see the end of it all, who couldn't wait for the grand finale. That person was me. That's why I hurled that black magicite into the Twilight God. I somehow hoped that by sending it into the Mother Crystal with the soul of Promathia, the Keeper of the Apocalypse would one day rise again. Miss Mildarion didn't yell at me. She just smiled and said, "Wait until you meet him." What did she mean? Is your hatred of me meant to be my punishment? Nah, I don't hate you. No, really, that must be why I hurt inside. Why now? I've been the target of a lot of abuse over the years, and it's never bothered me. But for some reason, you just standing there quietly is more than I can bear. And it's not like being kicked or punched or stabbed. I can't get a handle on it. It's frightening and unnerving. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. You're just immortal, right? And how can you close your heart off to me? Are you sad? Do I make you sad? Is it too difficult? Am I too difficult to deal with? Don't you want to open your heart to me? She's sad because she can't read our mind. What the hell is this feeling? What the hell is going on? You and I feel the same way. That's why I can't read you. We share the same soul. No, it's not that I can't read you. It's because I've become the same as you. Our tears of Altana are... The magicite in my chest, it's gone. Has my magicite melted away? I know what's happened. I've gotten it back. The thing that makes us mortal. The emptiness. I'm mortal again. That's why I feel so much pain. Damn, being mortal sure is complicated. I'm in pain, but I'm happy. It hurts, but I can smile. That's why I can tell you from the depths of my being. Thank you, Calmwind. I can go on now. Not simply wait for the end, but be just like everyone else. And truly live. It's kind of funny, like, her personality about this would be more understandable if she were, like, closer to as old as Mildarion. But we know that Prisha is only, like, at oldest, like, in her 40s. And according to the timeline set by the story, like, more likely in her 30s. She's just locked in the appearance of a teenage elven. But technically this means her body should change and grow too now that she's mortal again. But I don't think we ever get to see fully tall elven Prish. It's not part of her character. Red Mask is back, baby. Beautiful music. Phoenix feather. But honestly, I don't think they ever actually. I don't think they ever actually restored Tavnasia. I don't think we ever actually go there in any of the other storylines. This is as much of Tavnasia as we ever get. And now we can actually go get the trusts for Prish and Almia. And according to these guides, we need to go back to Tavnasian Safehold before we go set foot in Juno in order to get their trusts. And if we don't do that now, we're going to activate... Oh man, the Tavnasian ring still isn't working. I guess we could just warp and then... Home point warp. But we're at the point where Chains of Promathia won't update to the actual missions. And as far as quests go, I guess gotta make sure we haven't actually started them yet. Yeah, okay, we haven't. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh, gain experience. How about that? I'll take advantage of that shortly after I get done recording, I suppose. I got some more merits I want to get. Oh. Plus, I got several mythic weapons to break. I just gotta remember to talk to the damn Blue Mage in Juno. But I'm gonna get these trusts first so that you see them. If I could stop burping for 5 seconds. Yeah, what do you think about those wrap-up cutscenes? I didn't really like absorb the full context of what Prish was like doing and what the Keeper of the Apocalypse meant and stuff, and like so like this is the first time I realized that she basically just said, you know, she didn't throw the magicite at Promathia to try to kill him, she threw it at him to make sure he'd come back. But I don't know. Let's see. Like, do we talk to Dispatcher or do we go to Prish's room? I'm not sure. I guess we talk to Dispatcher. Letter from Shikari X. I think that's related to E&M's. How do I get their trusts? Okay, yeah, we gotta go to Prish's room. And then we gotta go to the dilapidated gate, Almia's spot for Almia's trust. Okay. I guess I just didn't pay attention. And as far as trusts go, I don't remember Prish's trust being exceptional or anything. I guess I could look at it. But, Almia's trust, she sings like March ×2. And then if you need MP, she does Mage's Ballad ×2. And that's pretty much it. She doesn't attack or anything, or even throw, like, Dooflotch it. Joachim or whatever. Whoa, look what the cat dragged in. Call me in, I wanted to go see it myself, but things have been heating up out here. I've given up my hell of a crazy life, and I'm getting ready to be a beautiful bride. What? No, I'd rather die than learn how to cook and clean. You got bricks for brains? I'm talking about 1,000 needles, nightmare, pestilent penance, mega flare, all that good stuff. A good bride masters all manners of techniques before she goes on her honeymoon, right? But enough about me. How have you been treating yourself all this time? Do you cry a few tears into the skulls you crush, thinking how much fun you could be having with me? Maybe I can't read that black heart of yours anymore, but it doesn't make a mind reader to see what you're here for. Yep, I could tell from a mile away that you had that silly paper with you. The hell are you waiting for? Let's roll up our sleeves and get down and dirty with this trust thing. Gotta admit, I'm a bit curious myself to see how this will work out. Some institute or whatever in Juneau came up with it, and I hear it's the best thing since sliced Orabon. Nope, not yet. They chose her to participate. What does she do? Run around like a chocobo with her head cut off, blubbering about violation of privacy or whatever. Why she's so embarrassed about alter egos is beyond me. She can sure belt out a tune, so imagine a full ensemble of 6 or 7 Olmias. Your relationship with me. I was only vaguely paying attention to the damn lecture the Institute gave me, but it said something about bonds of friendship and trust being the key. Trust how? We've got more than that. After all, which dynamic duo saved the world from ruin at the hands of Promathia? If I couldn't trust you, why would I let you out of my sight for a minute? No, it's more than trust. It's destiny. Ah, crap. There's more to it than that. There's also friendship, too. Getting down to business, let's get this show on the road. Apparently, there's a few Tavnasian quests she'll reference if you've done them, but I'd never done them. So... Can't be that hard, right? A little bim bam boom and off we go. Screw them all, I'm Prish, and I got your back for as long as I've got the energy. Of course, that'll mean I'll have to double up on meals. And if I'll be by your side the whole time, I'm gonna need a whole safe hold full of Dommel steaks. Double up, maybe triple up. No, quadruple up. It'd be nice if I could head out on another adventure with you myself. But I'm sure this one here can handle it. Just keep her safe and fed, and she'll kick the snot out of anything that gets in your way. Yay! We got Trust Prish! Apparently she has all the TP moves that she would have used in the final fight, like Nullifying Dropkick and a few other things. She has a monk, she has kick attacks. She can cast cure spells up to cure 4, but no other white magic. So she's kind of like Shikari Z, but a little bit worse. Which is kind of sad, but I mean, if you really like Prish, then she's not that bad, you know. But I'd probably just rather use Shikari Z, in all honesty. And now we gotta slip out the Miseru Coast to get Olmia. And then I'll probably wrap it up, because we're getting pretty long in the teeth here, and I know that's partially my fault, but... Well, actually, all my fault, but, I'd actually like to try to get some sort of better body piece for a weapon skill setup. I mean, the Assault Jerkin is nice. 18 attack is nothing to sneeze at this level. But, like, there's a few body pieces you can get that you can buy that have strength on them that Red Mage can use. And I'm pretty sure the strength would outweigh the attack in most situations, but whatever. It's not like... I mean, you've seen the damage our Savage Blade does in this age. Like, we don't actually need to be super concerned about it. Plus, it's like... The vests I'm thinking of, they're like accuracy +4 and strength +3 for the low quality version, which is probably the only version we'll ever see on the auction house. The high quality version is like strength +4, vitality +4, and then accuracy +5. It's not a bad piece for a Red Mage, it's just unusual to get.
Alright, once more into the breach of Almia. And double march consistently is nothing to sneeze at. But, I mean, Joachim will do other songs, so sometimes you want Madrigal and stuff. Let's be polite to her, I guess. Oh, well, no, I do want your trust, actually. If you get enough trust, it's something ridiculous, like, I think like 94 trusts or something. Your trust will actually get a buff. Lady, you've been to another dimension. I'm sorry, but you're an adventurer now. Afraid of what happens when another you comes into existence, huh? There are so many people who can take Almia's place. I'd forgotten how much those memories stabbed at my heart until I laid eyes on my alter ego. Comland, I am truly frightened. What happened next? Next? Well, you mean with my voice. I was able to sing once more thanks to Prish. She said all you need to do is find a boyfriend. She was regaling some poor boy with false tales of my affection before I screamed out for her to stop. Everything returned to normal, as if I had never been afflicted in the first place. At the time, I figured she was just trying to play a joke on me, but as I grew older, I realized her true intent. Perhaps there are many others who could become singers, but I like to think no one could take my place in the hearts of those dear to me. If you feel deep in your heart that no one could take my place, then I will try my best. Your compassion has moved me, Calmwind. I shall attempt the ritual with you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yay! New Age Final Fantasy XI. Almia Trust. What does it mean to find oneself? Alright. Well then. Now I said I was going to wrap this up, and I am. But I want to go ahead and go to Roulette Gardens. Just to trigger the next cutscenes for Storms of Fate, which is the quest that will link together, will eventually link together Rise of the Zillart with Chains of Promathia, assuming we can beat it. And once again, we're start for cutscene. Eshantarl, baby. She's not wearing her cool outfit. She's wearing her Zillart outfit, which is dumb. Confidential matters to discuss, you say? Oh, he's once again on Cape Reverne, huh? Okay. Okay. Sure. Alrighty. Well, that's simple enough, but you know, the reason I wanted to get it out of the way is so that I could come here without worrying about triggering it. And so, anyway, next time we'll do Storms of Fate, or try to do Storms of Fate, and then we'll start Rhapsodies, depending on how that goes and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again.